If you're like me and you use your iPhone's native camera to record video, here are some of my favorite settings to use. The first thing that we'll cover is resolution and frame rate. I always keep my resolution at 4K and my frame rate usually around 24 to 30 frames per second depending on what I'm filming, but I generally stick with 24 frames per second because I just feel like that gives you the most natural look. Next, we'll talk about exposure. I generally keep that at negative 0.3 because sometimes the iPhone camera is a little overexposed in my opinion, so I like to dial that down just a tad bit. The next thing that I keep on is my grid lines and my level to make sure that my shot is always level and to make sure my shot is framed perfectly. Now, when it comes to the zoom or focal length, I rarely use 0.5 and usually keep it around the 1x mark. If I'm filming a product, then I like to do either the 2x or 3x and move the camera back from the subject because I feel like the image gets a little sharper and you get a lot more detail in your shot. Now, generally speaking, I always try to film with the back camera, but that's not always possible. I do find that the front camera is good enough if you have enough light. If you don't have enough light, that's where it typically starts to get grainy and I don't like using the front camera. But as long as you have good light, the front camera will do. Drop me a comment and let me know if you still use the native camera app on the iPhone or if you use another app to film your content.